Today's show is brought to you by Woodward, PA. For 55 years, Woodward has been one of the largest overnight camps in the world. They say over 200,000 kids have had the summer of a lifetime at Woodward, PA. Woodward, PA is an overnight summer camp for ages 7 to 17, 9 weeks to choose from. Programs include skateboarding, mountain bikes, scooters, BMX freestyle, and race parkour, roller skate, and creative arts. They're located 3 hours from Pittsburgh, so 30 minutes or so from State College, and Woodward is offering $300 off a full week of summer camp for any program. All you have to do is enter the code CITYCAST, all one word, at checkout and get your kid ready for an unforgettable summer. Visit woodwardpa.com. This is CityCast Pittsburgh. I'm Megan Harris, and here's what Pittsburgh's talking about. Sophia, Francesca, what is your go-to heat wave activity? I feel like we all need some inspiration this week.
Just stay inside. I like to use this as an opportunity to check out places maybe I've been putting off for a while, go visit a museum. I know we've been talking about this on the pod, but I went to the new French Moderns exhibit at the Frick, and I'm just oogling and awing over the beautiful Impressionist painting there.
Yeah, peak indoor activity to go to a museum with blasting air conditioning.
Absolutely.
Sophia, what about you? The heat is probably going to come back. Like July is always really hot in Pittsburgh.
Oh, man. Yeah. Usually I go to the pools, but I think this heat wave is too intense for me to do that. So I've just turned my house into a cave. All of the blinds are closed. I had to open one a little bit for this so you could see my face, and that already is making me angry. So stay inside, catch up on all your reading. I don't know, maybe hit up like one of our indie bookstores and spend your weekend tucked in.
I was going to suggest books, actually. The audiobook offerings from the library are fantastic. You can do a little indoor craft or activity while listening to whatever it is you've been putting off. I just downloaded Josh Shapiro's book because that's what I do with my leisure activity.
Great summer
Good
reading.
For you. Not my long weekend, but it can be yours.
That's what's going to accompany on my hot girl walks around in the actual heat wave. I am with producer Sophia Lowe and newsletter editor Francesca DeBecco, and we're going to tell you all about what's happening in Pittsburgh this month. This is our Guide to July episode. We always try to do this to help you figure out ways to navigate the city. Like that could mean like events or understanding what drama is happening. I mean, that's what we do on our show all the time. But our monthly guides are really to hone in on things to do, experiences to have, what to eat and drink. They're always just so much fun.
100%. And if this episode or what we do regularly is helping you feel more connected to the city, we always suggest, we love when people become neighbors. You get perks like invites to members-only events, access to tickets giveaways, a special events newsletter. So much good stuff there. And you can sign up at membership.citycast.fm/Pittsburgh.
Yes, please join us.
So first things first, usually we jump in with like experiences, like our goals for the month, things we want to check out that are like running longer than like a day or two. This time we wanted to do something a little bit different, a little bit special, because our own Francesca here has written an entire book of ways to experience Pittsburgh in all seasons for all different kinds of things. If you want to lean into the summer bucket list of it all, Francesca has committed the time, has the receipts, and we're just so proud of you. We want to celebrate you.
Thank you.
We love you
so much.
We love the book.
Oh my
Yay.
gosh. You guys are so
Sophia's
sweet.
holding it up. 100 Things to Do in Pittsburgh Before You Die by Francesca and one of our former contributors, actually, Rosalind Colgan.
Yes, I was going to say, I don't get all the credit. This is truly an effort by my dear friend, Rosalind Colgan. She wrote the second edition, but she lives in New York now, and she's killing it there. And so she needed a local to help her take it to its next edition. We refreshed about like 75% of the book. Everybody has it. Sorry, we're all holding it up right now. Oh my gosh. It has like a great cheesy bucket on the cover because, you know, bucket list. And it's just, to be honest, guys, I feel like I could fill like 3 more of these because there are endless things to do. But it was really wonderful to work with Rosalind to sort of pare down and figure out what we wanted to carry over from the previous editions and what we wanted to be new. So I can tell you guys about some like summary things that are in the book that we can kind of knock off our list.
I love it. Go for it.
So I think that maybe when it's not sweltering hot out, try yoga in the square in Market Square. It's free. It mostly happens on Sundays.
I think Sunday it will be cooled off by then. So could be this coming Sunday.
Could be, yes. It's just a great way to get out with your neighbors, get moving. And I don't know, there's something special about doing sun salutations in the sun. But we actually have a lot of really great free and low cost outdoor workout classes. We actually put a list up on the website recently. I believe in July, there's another one where you can do yoga on the Clementi Bridge. So that's fun. But there's also yoga at the shore thing. You can do yoga in Allegheny Commons Park. There's a new fitness series at the North Shore Plaza. So go check that out on our website, pittsburgh.citycast.fm, if you want to, get fit for free. So that's a great summertime activity. And then I know we've talked about this a lot on the pod, but like paddling the three rivers, you got to do that. That's got to be on your list.
Which you can do on a kayak or a paddleboard.
Yes, definitely.
I'm too scared to do a paddleboard. I will fall in and I'm not going in our rivers.
I think the paddleboard is actually more fun personally, but you don't have to stand up on it, Sophia. Like then it's just like a little, like it's a normal boat. You're just on a raft on your knees or sitting down.
I guess, but I feel like the point is to stand.
But it's both. I think that's why I like it, because I have options. I can stand for a while. I can sit for a while. I can lie down if I want to, although I don't recommend that unless you're with a buddy. You got to have the buddy system if you're lying down.
I don't know if I'm coordinated enough for that, but you can also do a canoe, right? You can have two people. And Venture Outdoors has a newer dock in downtown that's actually ADA accessible. So it's really easy for people to get in and out of the water. And they host a lot of really interesting paddles like sunrise, sunset, fireworks paddles. So July is a real moment for this. And I want to share a fun fact with you guys. Back in 2010, I was a part of a world record breaking number of people to be in kayaks and canoes in the Three Rivers. We set a record as a city. We broke the previous one that was held in New York, and it was like over 1,600 boats that were in the river at the time, and it was pouring down rain. And of course, July. And we were in metal canoes. It was like thundering and lightning. I was like, well, if this would be the way to go,
Check that off your bucket list then.
Truly.
Wow, that would be like some Final Destination, like ways to like get rid of a bunch of Pittsburghers all at once.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this just got really morbid, even though we're talking about things to do before you die.
It was 16 years ago. You made it out. It was fine.
We're fine. We're fine. And then one last one I want to shout out, only because we got to do this as a crew recently, is the Berg Bits and Bites food tours. They're really cool. They happen in a variety of neighborhoods.
And townships and stuff all over too. Like they go pretty far north and south as well.
Oh, yeah, like Harmony. Yeah, so they're in the South Side, Brookline, Lawrenceville, Strip District. We did one in Allegheny West. They were very sweet enough to allow me to co-host a tour. And Allegheny West is a really special neighborhood to me. So it was fun to walk around the neighborhood, have people try different foods and tell stories of like this historic section of Pittsburgh. So if you, go check their calendar. They're hosting them on rotation all the time. So definitely a fun thing to check out in the summertime.
And Francesca, Sophia and I quietly, without telling you, did a fun activity amongst ourselves where we counted how many of the 100 things we've done.
Yes. Yes. I love that. I love when people do that.
Francesca, is your number actually 100? Have you done all 100 things, or did you and Rosalind split them up?
So between the two of us, there are a few that I haven't made it to that she has, but I will make it to all of them. And I've researched them thoroughly. So
yeah, I have no doubt. I know your prowess for that here at CityCast. I'm curious your number. You don't have to give yourself away because you wrote the book. Sophia, what's your number?
60 out of 100, which I was pretty surprised by.
That's awesome.
I felt
as
like
a newbie?
surpassing 50, right? Yeah, I've been around for 4 years. Obviously, this job has helped a lot with that. No surprise. I've done almost all the food things, lacking on the sports.
Yeah, mine was 82 out of 100. I've been here a little longer than you, Sophia. The sports ones I got, no problem. Food was pretty good. The entertainment section utterly crushed me. And I realized immediately why. I was very poor when I moved here and I had a lot of free time. Now that I am slightly less poor, I don't have a lot of free time, so this is the one, apparently, like almost that whole section. There's a lot of ground to be gained.
It's super fair. I mean, having two co-authors makes this easier. Having to have experienced these, I actually don't know my total number, but what I really love hearing from people is that they just, even if they've done the things in the book, they really love just being able to flip through and be like, oh, I did that, or like read about it and learn something new that they didn't know before. Maybe this thing that they've done a bunch of times or just feels like a classic. It's really for people who are long timers, visitors, the whole swath of people.
I mean, genuinely, if you've ever like thought to yourself, I wish I could have like a compendium of CityCast Pittsburgh in my pocket, this book is a pretty decent approximation of that.
So sweet.
Because Francesca wrote both. But Sophia and I decided we would endorse one thing that we have done enough that we can say unequivocally it's amazing. But also we're going to give our bucket list, our personal, like what's one or two that we're committing to in this moment we're going to try. So Sophia, you go first.
Yes. The thing I will co-sign is checking out the Maxovenka murals. Those are in a church in Millvale. I'm actually going to do that this month because I have some people visiting from out of town and I really want to show them the murals because I walked in with no expectation earlier this year and I was just absolutely blown away. And the people they're giving the tours are so excited about them. They're always down to tell you fun facts, what's their favorite mural. And if you aren't familiar, Maxovenka was a Croatian artist and these murals touch on history, immigration, labor, and class, still feel very relevant today. And the restoration project is like absolutely incredible. Highly recommend checking that out. And the thing I really want to do is go to banjo night at the Elks Lodge. I haven't done that. I really thought I was going to do it during fish fry season this year, but there are too many to explore in Pittsburgh. So next year, well, hopefully banjo night sooner than March-ish when Lent usually falls, but hopefully another visit in the spring.
It's funny to me that that's your bucket list item, Sophia, because banjo night is probably the one out of the entire book that I've done the most.
Yes, Megan is a member.
I've probably been to 100 banjo nights or more.
Wow,
yeah.
Okay.
That's amazing.
So what about you?
Yeah, so the ones I endorse are free or darn close and right next to each other. So not this week because it's so miserable, but Randyland is just worth a stroll. It's so weird.
It really
is. So
is.
colorful. It brings joy to one's heart. We're also all about the North Side love over here. And then the other one is Gus and Yaya's because they are back for the season. I feel like it was a very quiet arrival this year. I drove by the other day, got myself a snow cone, an icy ball, and the world's most delicious, cheap popcorn. Like their prices are just, I don't know, it's a labor of love. That's all I can say.
It really is.
And tip well when you go.
Yes. And, Gus, the owner, he had passed away a couple years ago. Rest in peace. He just has this amazing legacy. And I just love that people are carrying it on. Like on the cart, it actually says like on the North Side since your dad was a lad. And I just love that so much. You can't miss it. It's bright orange. It has like a rainbow umbrella. Go to Allegheny Commons Park and get yourself a refreshing ice ball. Go stroll to Randyland. I love that. That's a great day.
And there's an amazing little playground there. They're still doing some construction around like kind of the inner works of the park, but the ice ball cart is not to be missed. And since Gus is not with us anymore, you never know how long it's going to last. So I highly advise getting over there for that. The two I need to do though, one also in the North Side. Francesca, I'm so embarrassed because I used to live right next to it. I still haven't done the tour at the Allegheny Observatory.
Oh my gosh, yes. They hold...
That's a free one too.
And they hold public tours. Sometimes they have lectures.
It's over 100 years old. It's on the National Register of Historic Places and like made significant contributions to astronomy. I think it's astrometry or something like that. Anyway, it had scientific significance and I still haven't seen it.
Yes, I love that you guys surprised me with this. I love hearing what people have done, what they want to do. It's just really a thing to get people engaged, and that makes me so happy.
Yes, and my last one, equally embarrassing. I still haven't seen Canton Street, like the Pittsburgh steepest street. I've never physically stood there. I've seen the other ones, two of the other ones on like the world's like most steep. I've been to other nations and seen their steep streets. I have not actually experienced Pittsburgh's.
Yes, if you're not familiar, the steepest street is Canton Avenue in Beachview. I have been there a billion times because my mom grew up just like a hop, skip, and a jump away. But it's just something to do if you're in the area for sure. If you're going to Beachview, go check it out.
And I do.
Yeah.
But I haven't gone to Canton.
Yeah.
Anyway, Francesca, tell the people where to get your book. I'm feeling big Hot Ones energy right now. This camera, this camera, this camera.
Yes, you can buy the book at 100thingspittsburgh.com, or you can find it in local bookstores. I'm a big supporter of indie bookstores here in the Berg. So go check it out. I don't know all the ones that it's in yet, but I know that people have seen it in City Books. It's also in gift shops like Cards Unlimited, Wild Card, Phipps gift shop. So go check it out. It will likely, hopefully, possibly, fingers crossed, be there. And if not, I'll go campaign to make sure that they carry it.
Absolutely. And there's a book fair coming up in Brighton Heights on July 18th.
Yes.
Any chance it might be there since it's in your hood?
Yes, I'm going to be there. It's in Legion Park. It's going to be really cool. It's a large community book fair and book swap. So you can bring a book, leave a book. It's kind of like imagine your neighborhood mini free libraries, but in person. There's going to be activities for kids. It'll be a lot of fun. So I hope you come and check it out, and I'll have my books there.
We're so proud of you, Francesca.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Yay. You did it. You did it.
I did the thing. Thank you.
Hi, I'm David Plotz. I'm the CEO of CityCast, a podcast network that includes this show you're listening to, and also 12 other CityCasts in 12 other cities. And each one knows their city as well as your local team knows yours. So isn't it time we connected them? Don't you want to know how they're tackling their bike lane problems and housing challenges and sidewalk dog poop crises? That's why I'm hosting a new podcast called Your City Could Be Better. Because it could be. Every week, I'll chat with a different host in our CityCast network about what their cities are doing right and wrong, the weird things they're trying, and the surprising successes, so that we can all learn how to make our cities a little bit better. Listen to Your City Could Be Better on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, let's move on to some food and drink recommendations. What are y'all looking forward to eating this month?
So I have a recommendation for people who really love dinner and a show. Real Time Arts has the series called the Equitable Dinner Series. And the theme is We Hold These Truths, American Potluck. This is a tie-in to America 250, 4th of July. But these are really intimate dinners and shows. They're happening in people's living rooms across Pittsburgh. And each event includes a short original play, a potluck-style dinner, and then a facilitated discussion about food, health, and American identity. And, if you buy a ticket, you hear potluck dinner, you are not required to bring a dish. Like, the host of each night is just asking specific guests to bring in something that represents their identity. And there are several performances happening through July. So this is happening in the North Side, Troy Hill, Point Breeze. There's also one at the Millville Food and Energy Hub. And I just recommend signing up for these quickly just because it is going to be a small setting. But I think it's going to be like a really great way to meet your neighbors and experience art in this really special way.
I had never heard of anything like this. This is really cool.
Yeah, I love this because it feels like the essence of community. Sharing a meal, sharing conversation, and sharing art. Yeah, this is a really unique experience.
Francesca, what about you?
No surprise. I'm all into the refreshing beverages right now because it is hot, hot, hot.
I have a recommendation for you, but you go first.
I would love your recommendation. So my current obsession is Mandarin matcha. Have you guys been?
No, I keep getting scared off because I see the lines on social media. They are lengthy.
Yes, it does have a line, but it's because it's a pop-up and I think it's worth the wait. I just think
I really want to go. Like, it's been on my list forever.
Yeah. And so it's just like super, creamy, delicious. If you haven't had matcha before, it sort of has a sweet and savory flavor, a little bit.
Sometimes it can be described as like grassy, but I think that also like depends on the type you get and how it's prepared and the type of drink you purchase.
Or nutty. like a nutty flavor, a little bit of an umami type of vibe. And so she always does really great syrups and changes the flavors. I had a strawberry one. That's like one of my favorite combos with matcha. And it was so good. But they have a bunch of other great flavors like banana bread. They also have offered like dessert before. So they had a mango sticky rice matcha, which was really cool looking. So this month they're going to be at Lawrenceville Market House, Le Muse, which is a boutique, and Creative Chemco. Go check them out, follow them, track them down. Don't be scared by the line. It's delicious. And then another, I just got a shout out because this is making its triumphant return for the season. And I was obsessed with it last summer, which was Jack Worth Ginger Beer's Lavender Honey Ginger Beer. I'm a big lavender fan. It is so good, so refreshing, spicy, sweet, wonderful, just summer in a can.
I really appreciate that. It feels like the entire city is really leaning into, like you said, Francesca, refreshing beverages. Like I'm seeing like specialty lemonades on basically every menu right now.
Yes, I love it.
And cold coffees like made with intention. The one I was going to recommend is Cafe Conmigo has a cold coconut cream pie latte right now. I mean, I think they will make it hot, but like who's ordering that right now? It's so good. And I got it with oat milk. Some, I think, locations have coconut milk, which I imagine just levels it up even more.
Yes.
If you want your coffee in milkshake form, I'm going to shout out Spot of Coffee. It's in an alley in East Liberty.
This is on my list. I'm getting it this sometime soon.
Yeah, it's like a tahini day cold brew. So like also a little salty, which is really nice.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Sophia, what are you noshing on this month?
I am really obsessed right now with Amazing Dumplings hot oil noodles. And I know noodle sounds really heavy, but I promise you they actually hold up if you let them cool down a little bit too. But I think it's not a noodle soup or anything, so it still feels like very nice in the summer. And there's a good amount of vinegar in it too. Ooh. So I think between like the vinegar and the spice, it's like a pickle vibe. Well, not really like a pickle vibe. I
get what you're saying.
I'm just thinking like you can put vinegar in pickles.
The vinegar cuts through. I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it vegetarian?
Exactly. You can order a vegetarian. They also do like beef, chicken. I really like the beef one. And Amazing Dumplings is in Squirrel Hill, and right across the street is Everyday Noodle. And I love their cold sesame noodles too.
Ooh. Okay, I love how we were like talking refreshing beverages, and then you went straight into hot noodles,
hot oil noodles. And that's the thing. Like I know you
Spicy
started with
oil, not like piping. I mean, they do come out hot, but like I said, I let them sit for a little bit. I did a takeout, waited till I got home. It was still warm enough to eat, but
DIY cold
not
noodles.
hot enough that I was boiling.
Yeah, you started with the dinner series, but I knew there was something else like cooking back here. I could see it in your eyes. I will throw out that Picklesburg is also this month. It has become this enormous thing. It takes over so much of downtown and the bridges and all that. It's going to be July 16th through 19th. All of that said, the thing I'm actually going to recommend is an offering from my favorite wine teacher here in Pittsburgh, because she's been anti-Picklesburg the entire time this festival has existed. She badmouths it, and I think it's hilarious. I love it when she gets crotchety about something. She has finally decided to embrace the pickles of it all and is doing a wine class where it's wines paired with pickled foods.
Oh my gosh. Amazing.
So this is Palate Partners over, it's close to like Church Brew Works. I forget exactly which neighborhood that technically falls into, if it's Lower Lawrenceville or Bloomfield. Is it Lawrenceville? Cool. Anyway, this class it looks like, I think it's around $49-$50, including the service fee. But you get the wines, you get the knowledge, and you get basically a comedy show, because this woman is just really funny and like knows more about wine than I could ever dream to read, let alone memorize.
I love this.
And you'll probably get really tasty pickles there too. I mean, I know you can find tasty pickles at Picklesburg, but I imagine you're not pairing like pickle fudge and wine.
I have no idea what the pairings are. It straight up says in the description, I've ignored Picklesburg long enough. This is the first day of the festival, and we want you to be prepared for the rest of the week. Come enjoy our combinations, sip and pucker with us. If I can get into this, so can you.
That is amazing. I love it. She's really selling it. It feels like a very curated experience, and you get to be a part of, that's like my kind of Picklesburg. But I also want to say, like, Picklesburg is going to be bigger than ever this year. They're expanding into Arts Landing and all the way to Market Square area. And so if you have been overwhelmed by perhaps the
having one huge event on one single
Yes.
bridge back in the day.
Right, which was overwhelming then. I can honestly say that kind of made me not want to go back to Picklesburg. But now,
Because you could feel the bridge bouncing. It was a lot.
I know. And this year they're actually going to have pickleball in Arts Landing. They're doing a fresh paint of the pickleball courts over there, and it's going to be really neat. I mean, everyone. It seems like pickleball is such a big deal, so it makes perfect sense.
I mean, pickleball for Picklesburg.
Yeah.
Like,
I hate
guess.
pickleball.
All right, last up, some fun events to mark your July calendar for. Where are y'all going to be?
Oh, there's so much I want to do this month. Let's see what I can actually get to. I'm really excited for the Northside Music Festival, July 10th through 12th. This is a free 3-day celebration. There's music, food, art, a lot of emerging local talent, plus regional headliners. It's like on stages all across the north side, like East Allegheny area. And I am obsessed with this local band called Tori Silver. Tori is the head of the band, but I saw their album release at Brillo Box, and they had a 10-piece band on this teeny stage in Brillo Box, and they're going to bring back the 10-piece band for Northside Music Festival. So I'm so excited to see them in another venue. They call themselves Americana Pop Psych Rock. Just trust me with that. It really makes sense.
Yeah, I'll just go listen.
It's really good.
You said all those things and my brain's not computing how they fit together, but I trust you.
A few of our posts on Instagram have included their music because you're such a fan, Francesca.
I know. I'm really trying to get into local music, support local artists. So that's a fun one. And then on the other side of town, Glitterbox Theater in West Homestead is hosting a Mystery on the Mon festival. This is July 18th. They are celebrating the Monongahela River and its lore with a day-long festival. There's going to be local short film showings, live jazz performances, a circus play zone. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but it sounds fun. Soul line dancing, airbrush art, live wrestling. It's like fun for the whole family.
Wait, what? Wrestling?
Yeah.
You can't do that in a river?
No, but I don't know. It's kind of, regional culture. So it sounds like a lot of fun in West Homestead. And then I got to shout out the Great Pittsburgh Book Crawl happening July 18th through the 26th. This is 9 straight days of book shopping in local indie bookstores. There's more than 30 on the lineup of the map, and you can grab your passport and get stamps at the participating stores and perhaps win raffle prizes. But I can't remember exactly how many, but this year they're offering, if you stamp a handful of places, you can get a free ice cream at Millie's. So rewards for shopping local, and we love that.
That's really fun. I'm excited for this. And I'm also going to throw out there, obviously do support your local bookstores, buy books, but also buying 30 books is a lot. So if you do want to go visit, you're not required to make a purchase to get a stamp. I think it sounds like there's going to be an activity or something to find in the store and look for to get that stamp, and maybe just pick up a bookmark or something small.
Yeah. And of course, if you're listening to this and you want more inspiration, you can always head over to our website, pittsburgh.citycast.fm/events. We have a huge list there. It is always rolling. It is every day of the week. And we try to do a big mix, too, of things that are free, things that are educational, things that build community. So it's a lot of things all in one. And we take a lot of pride in it, too.
Absolutely. So one event you're going to see me at is Adios Agave Night. So that's at the Phipps towards the end of the month on July 24th. This is a goodbye celebration for their enormous century plant because it is reaching the end of its life. The way these century plants work is they do one big bloom before they die. And, Phipps is going to have to take out the plant once it reaches peak bloom. They do not take actually 100 years to bloom. So I don't know why the name is century plant, but it still is a decades old plant. So that is very cool. And right now it's big enough that they had to take away one of the glass panes in the ceiling to, allow it to keep growing. Megan, I see your face and your eyes are so big.
I saw that.
It's, I think, related to the asparagus family, or I'm not a botanist, but I think there's some relation there because, yes, it does look like asparagus.
it looks like a desert plant, right? But like then it's got this one, and I was picturing something like more like akin to like a hosta or something. You know how they have like a big flower if the deer don't eat them all?
Yes.
This is huge. I had no idea this thing was this big.
I saw this recently poking through the window at Phipps, and I was like, whoa, this is massive. So I didn't realize that this was coming up. This is so cool. And what a celebration of just this thing that has taken so much love and care to nurture and, you know, just be a part of Phipps's amazing repertoire of plants.
Yeah. And they do like such cool stuff with like their plants. Because I mean, as you can imagine, like there's trees and stuff in there. Eventually they do reach a point where like they can't, the conservatory is not the spot for them. And when something reaches the end of its life cycle, if they don't rehome it or something like that, they recycle it. They compost their own plants. So everything that's in there like does go back into feeding the ecosystem of the other plants that remain.
Really keeping on the things to do before you die, it dies theme.
Oh, no, you're right.
There's new life that's part of this too.
True.
If you get there early, the first 300 people get to take home a succulent. So when one plant goes,
a succulent?
Succulent.
I like that pronunciation. I'm going to use that from now on. Yeah, it's July 24th. Event starts at 5. And like Sophia said, you do want to be there kind of early.
So these two are happening on the same day on the south end of Pittsburgh, the south side. Goat Fest, guys. This has been on my list forever, and I haven't.
It's so much fun. I went last year.
This has got to be the year that I make it to Goat Fest. This is July 25th. It's an event celebrating the very hardworking goats that help tackle invasive plants around Pittsburgh. If you might have seen them, they're called Allegheny Goatscape. They always or sometimes have a donkey with them. So that's kind of fun. So this event has
Hobo the donkey. I don't know if it's still Hobo. I feel like I met Hobo 10 years ago. I hope Hobo's still well.
There might be multiple donkeys at this point, but yes, go check them out. Say hi to the goats. Adorable. There's going to be live music, craft vendors, of course, goat yoga. That's like a big thing right now.
Don't forget your yoga mat, because I did once, and you don't want to do goat yoga without your mat. Learn from my mistake.
And all the funds go to different ecological restoration efforts. So it's fun for a good cause. And then on the same day, like I said, July 25th is the Speak Your Truth Festival in Allentown. It's going to take over the neighborhood for a full day of arts and mental health events over there on the hilltop. They're going to have punk shows with local bands, small business vendors, a mental health matinee. It just really feels on brand for Allentown. This is an event put on by a practicing psychologist, and he just really felt inspiration to like actually bring community together and, destigmatize mental health issues. And so I'm going to be hanging out there. I love Allentown. It's a good way to just, catch that sort of goth vibes that Allentown has.
Allentown throws a very good street festival. Can confirm. The same weekend, July 26th, is also going to be Open Streets with Bike Pittsburgh. We are, as we're recording this, just got off of a really successful Open Streets that went through Market Square, Armstrong Tunnel, across the 10th Street Bridge, and down the south side. This one that's coming up in July is going to be through Lawrenceville in the Strip District. We don't know our location yet, but we are so excited to see yins there. We will keep you posted. Y'all, any hot tips for Open Streets other than bring water and sunblock? Like, you don't want to forget those.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess just like stop and see the vendors. We found a really surprising food, like free food when we were there.
Yeah, Duquesne Light was doing a nacho bar for free. So I guess look out for them this time around.
It was really good.
I never thought I'd be so excited to see Duquesne Light.
I know, same.
They're trying to build goodwill. Although, does that mean that our rates are going up to fund nachos? I have mixed feelings.
I don't know, but it was actually really surprisingly good. Great toppings. Sophia and I were noshing on nachos at like, I don't know, 10 a.m.
Yeah.
That's great. So look for us there. Like I said, we'll keep you posted. And you can always find events like this and so much more in our newsletter written by Francesca. So look for that and subscribe, pittsburgh.citycast.fm. And don't forget her book. Pick up Francesca's book.
Yay. Thank you, guys.
That is all for today here on CityCast Pittsburgh. You can always support us by leaving us a nice review. We want to hear from y'all. You can always get in our inbox too. We take recommendations. We have literally changed the show based on stuff y'all tell us. It's so much fun to incorporate this community, and we take it really seriously that we are, in fact, your neighbors. If you want to put your money where that support is, you can also become a neighbor. That's our membership program. You get ad-free listening and chances to hang out with us, early access to some things too. So you can find all the details on that at membership.citycast.fm. We'll be back tomorrow with more from around the city. We'll talk to you soon.
Sorry, I'm waiting for Jacob's flushing toilet to stop.
I can't hear anything.